It is only 4 months to go until Christmas, and it is going to fly by. And there have been a few people on my channel telling me not to talk about Christmas because it's too early, we're in the height of summer, and just to enjoy where we are. And I completely and utterly understand that. However, from my point of view, the reason I prepare for Christmas so early is to save me time, save me money, and save me stress. And being a single parent on a very tight budget, I just want to make sure that I am doing the best I can to prepare early so that I'm not too stressed out or worrying about money. I'm putting stuff on the credit card where I don't really want to, and I just want to have a nice relaxed Christmas with my boy and enjoy the festive period. Not just enjoy the 3 days of it, but actually enjoy the entire festive period. So preparing early for me is more beneficial, especially as a single mum on a very tight budget. And I know there are plenty of people out there who are in a very similar situation to me, and just people that love talking about Christmas, and I hope that these videos help them in some way. So if you are not someone that likes talking about Christmas right now, come back to me a little bit later. And if you are someone that loves talking about Christmas, then I hope this video helps you. If you don't know me, my name is Rachel. I'm a solo mum to one. And on this channel, I talk everything frugal living, budgeting, mum life, and right now, everything to do with Christmas. So if you like that kind of thing, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So let's get into the video, and we are going to talk about what we should be aiming to do 4 months before Christmas. So like always, my first thing is to always set a budget. Now this has got to be a realistic budget, not a budget that you would like to have. It's got to be realistic of what you can actually afford to spend over the Christmas period. Hopefully without spending anything or very little amount on credit cards, because we don't want to get ourselves into debt any further. So if you've watched my other videos, you know that the budget is the first thing on my list every single month that you should be checking your budget. If you haven't wrote a budget yet, now is the time to start. But you want to add everything into that budget, from food, decorations, school events, work events, socializing events, travel, gifts, Secret Santa, wrapping paper, elf on the shelf, and everything to do with Christmas needs to go into that budget. Now, how I do it is I write an overall budget of how much I would like to spend, and then with that budget I separate it to how much I'm going to be spending on each category. I've also got another plug, but I gotta have to plug it because I made it. I do have my own Christmas planner, which is very in-depth and got everything in there that you need. You can print out the pages more than once. You can print out the pages you only want to use. It's not overly expensive. I'll link it in the description box below. It's over on Etsy. If you want to have a Christmas planner which is very in-depth and to help support me and my channel, then go and give that a quick look. And if you would feel like buying one, then please do so, and I very much appreciate it. Number 2 is start buying food now. Now next week or the week after, my video of my Christmas food box is coming back. I love my Christmas food box video, and I did one last year, the first time I did it, and it went very, very well. So I'm going to do it again this year, but I'm going to be bringing that back in the next couple of weeks. Now, if you haven't heard, food prices are going to increase by 50% by November of 2026, as well as energy bills too. So things are going to get a little bit worse for us, which is not good, especially if you're already on a tight budget like myself. So now is the time, before the prices go up, to start buying food for Christmas now. And that is anything that you can store away. So any baking items or baking supplies, if you're going to be baking a lot over Christmas, get them in right now. This could also be things like cranberry sauce, stuffing, gravy, your chocolate tubs, which are extremely expensive right now, for an even smaller tub. But I have heard apparently Sainsbury's do their own chocolate version, and apparently there's much more in there for a little bit more money, but you get a lot more in there and they're just as good. Don't know how true that is. If you are a Sainsbury's shopper and you buy the fake version or the dupe version of it, let me know whether that's worth buying, and I might buy it this year instead. You can also buy things like tea, coffee, hot chocolate, sweets, biscuits. If the best before date is in date for maybe next year, you could buy crisps now, you could buy tinned vegetables. And for me, I love rice crackers. I'll be buying a lot of rice crackers and putting them away for Christmas as well. Not only is putting it away easier now and it saves you money, you can just add it into your groceries each week, just an extra packet here and there or something to put into your Christmas food box. Trust me, I did it last year, and buying 1 or 2 things every single week adds up quite a lot. Now, if you watched my video earlier on in the week, you would have seen the things that you should be doing now that are not going to cost you anything to prepare for Christmas. Then you can have a look at that video next. I'll link it in the description box below and in the cards above for you. But what you can do is start emptying out your freezer and getting some freezer drawers, so you can start buying some party food if it's on offer as well, and putting that away for Christmas now before it increases in price. And number 3, I've just touched upon it, but let's go into it deeper, is starting to fill up your freezer. Now, as I said, you can do that with party food, but something I do is I make my own pigs in blankets. If you don't know what pigs in blankets are, they're little mini sausages wrapped in bacon. You can get 12 of them for like £3 to £4, which is probably going to go up this year. Or I just buy a pack of bacon and a pack of small sausages, and I make them myself, and I put them in the freezer ready for Christmas. I make them around the end of September, beginning of October, but I may leave it until October half term, and it's something to do with my son. Also, you can make some baked goods now if you want to as well, and you can start putting them away in the freezer ready for Christmas. Anything that you can make and freeze, I would do now, and get all the baking ingredients while it's a little bit cheaper. And other things that you can freeze as well is butter and bread. So don't forget to freeze any meat. So one thing that my mum has always done, if she sees packs of bacon on offer, she buys them and she keeps one out to have, and she puts one in the freezer ready for Christmas. So if you see that available, then take the offer and put something in the freezer as well. I've already touched upon any homemade baked goods that you're going to be making, then put them in the freezer as well. If you're going to make your own mince pies, put them in the freezer as well. I make my own sausage rolls. I'll be making a batch for Christmas, and I'll put them in the freezer too, but I need to make them when my son's not with me, because he absolutely adores them and he will eat them. So I make 2 batches, one that he can have now and one that is ready for the Christmas period. People also might grate cheese and put cheese in the freezer. Some people even put milk in the freezer as well if they want to. I don't necessarily do that. It's not something I've ever done, but I know people do it just to help them save a little bit of money and stock up for the future. And I've already touched upon the party food, but one thing that is a good idea is to batch cook some meals. So once we are in the Christmas period, after a while, we get a little bit sick and tired of all the Christmas and the party food, and we just want a nice cooked meal. But we might not have this stuff in because we bought all this Christmas food. So now is a good time, between now and probably November, is to batch cook some healthy meals to put in the freezer. So when your body just feels like it needs something a little bit healthier, you just get something out of the freezer and pop it in a microwave, defrost it, pop it in a microwave, heat it up, however you do it, and you can have that as a nice healthy meal without having to cook after like the festive period of having too much food and maybe a little bit too much to drink and too many goodies. You've already got meals already in the freezer you can just get out ready to have, which are a little bit more healthier. Number 4 is begin your gift buying. Now, you don't have to go out and buy loads of gifts in one go and all through the next couple of months, but maybe looking at buying one gift per week, or one stocking filler a week, or just buying a new book for someone or a toy for someone, checking off the charity shops and checking all those other places. Just start buying a little things here and there ready for Christmas. I am doing a stocking filler box this year. That video is coming up very, very soon too. And anything that I buy for my son, I think will be really good in his stocking. Or if I see anything online, if I'm doing a shop and I need to add it up to a certain amount, is anything there that I can find he would like for a stocking, then I have my own stocking filler box ready to go for when I have to put his stocking at Christmas. Starting your gift buying early just takes the pressure off. You're not spending lots of money out. If you've got the money, if you saved up £50 for a present and it's on sale, or you want to go buy it now, go and do that now. It just takes the pressure off as you get closer to Christmas. Number 5 is to watch out for the summer clearance sales. So summer is almost over, back to school is coming in, and every shop and online shop will have a summer clearance sale. So there might be some extra little things in there that you could buy as a gift for someone. It might just be simple stocking fillers like stationery and notepads and all those things. If you've got someone who loves to write and to draw, then maybe you could buy some stationery in the back to school sale that you can put in a stocking filler. You want to look out for things like toys, beauty gifts, even some pajamas. They don't need to be Christmas pajamas, but they could just be some really nice pajamas that are coming into the sale, getting rid of the old stock before the new stock comes in. So keeping an eye out for pajamas as well. Look for candles, games and books, and look for any kind of wrapping supplies, gift bags, tape, ribbons, bows, anything like that that's going to be in the summer sale, so that you can buy it now and save yourself a little bit of extra money. Number 6 is to plan your homemade gifts. We touched on it with the freezer section, but start planning homemade gifts. Are you going to be making gifts this year? Are you going to be making food item gifts? Are you going to be making some crochet or knitted items? Are you going to be making personalised photo albums? Now, as you know, I am a dog sitter, so I do look after quite a lot of dogs. And this year I have took a photo of every single dog that I look after on a regular basis. I put it into an app that I have, and it's turned the photo into a caricature of the dog. I'll be printing them out via free prints, which gives me 45 free prints every single month. And all I need to do is paper, post and packaging. And I'll be giving my dog owners a picture of their dog in a caricature version. I'm also going to be buying each dog a little toy as well. But I'm going to be creating those photos for the people that I look after. I'm also going to be making some baskets and hampers for people that I know and people that I love. So that's just something that I'm doing that I can actually start doing right now, because it's going to be cheaper for me to do it in the long run if I start early enough. Other things that you can make is jam, fudge, chocolate, cookies, chutney, and then you've got your photo albums, your crochet and your knitted items as well. If you're going to make homemade Christmas cards as well, start thinking about maybe making them now if you can, especially if it's knitted or crochet or your own Christmas cards, or start planning when you're going to make the food items, when you're going to give them to the people that they're meant for, and what supplies you actually need to be able to do it. So making sure that you're planning ahead, not just giving the gift, but all the things you need to make it, plus making sure that you've given yourself plenty of time to do it as well. Number 7 is to start decluttering all your stuff, and not just your kids' toys and clothes or anything that they have, but your stuff as well, and just general household items too. Sell it if you can sell it to make a little bit of money ready for Christmas. If you haven't seen my Christmas savings video, I will link that in the description box below for you as well. Or if you can't sell it or don't feel like selling it, then donate it to a local charity shop so that they can sell it on to people that may need it. Number 8, I said this in my last video, but check your decorations. I got mine down this summer with my son, and we went through it all. We saw what was broken, if the lights worked, if the tree was still okay, what needed replacing, what doesn't need replacing. So I know when I'm out and about, maybe in the charity shop or a car boot, or even on Facebook Marketplace or Vinted, and I see some Christmas items that I need, I could get it now where it's a little bit cheaper than it would be if I waited till Christmas with the prices going up. So getting your Christmas decorations down early and sorting through them is actually going to save you money. You could even store them better as well and store them correctly. You can have all the baubles in one, ribbons and bows in another. You can have everything labelled out, so when it comes to decorating the tree, it's just a little bit more easier, less stress, and you can just enjoy decorating the tree with your family. Number 9 is to start thinking about your Christmas events now. So these are things like booking pantomime, visiting Santa, any work events that you're doing, friends, family events, school events, extracurricular activities if they're doing anything for Christmas as well. Even light trails and breakfast with Santa. If any of those things are something that you're thinking of doing this year with your family, then start looking now at where you could go, how much things are, how far it is away from you, so you can judge the petrol and the traveling and everything else to go with it. But start looking now at the things that you want to start booking, and actually if you can book now, because things get booked up very, very quickly. So making sure that you're booking ahead to make sure that you don't miss out, or having to pay even more money to be able to go to get the better seats is actually going to help you save money. So if you can do it now, do it now. Number 10 is to prepare your cupboards for Christmas. So having a good sort out of your food cupboard. I mentioned this in my last video. Go and have a look in that for a bit more of an in-depth one. Sorting out your food cupboards and making space for baking supplies or just general Christmas food. Sorting out your freezer, making sure you've got a drawer or two ready for Christmas freezer stuff to go in, party food, etc. And making sure that you've got plenty of room to hide your Christmas presents, because I made the mistake of not hiding mine correctly and my son found it and had to have it early. So making sure that you have a good hiding place for your Christmas presents, and maybe clearing out a shelf and putting some bags or boxes there that the kids can't see where they're hiding. You could also find a drawer or cupboard to start storing your wrapping paper, your gifts, your bows, your tags, and anything else you need to actually wrap the presents to. Number 11, get ahead of the Christmas cards like I said before. So if you're making your own Christmas cards, start making them now, so you've got plenty of time to finish them and give them to the people that you love. If you see any Christmas cards on offer, buy them now. Start writing them now as well. And obviously go and check the local post office to when the latest time you can send cards in the UK and send cards abroad, so that you're making sure that you've got plenty of time to send them and make sure that they get to the people in time. Number 12 is make a Christmas calendar. This is a sheet in my Christmas planner. Again, links in the description box below. Is a Christmas calendar of where everybody needs to be, what's going on over Christmas, including all the work events, the family, the friends, the school events, the extracurricular activities as well, everything that goes on over the Christmas period, who's coming to visit, who are you going to visit, making sure you get all that sorted, write an actual Christmas calendar ready to go so that you know where you're going, who needs to go where, and you can arrange all the logistics around it. Also in that calendar, you can add in the last posting day as well, and you can also add in when you are going to be doing your food shops for Christmas. Number 13 is start building a little Christmas emergency fund for all the unexpected Christmas things that may happen. So for me, for instance, I feel that I've got everything organised for Christmas, and then I will get an email from school saying something else is going on that I need to pay for. Having that little emergency fund of say £20 to £50, just as an example, could be more, could be less, up to you what you want to do. It's just there just in case anything crops up that you haven't budgeted for, but you've got your little emergency fund. Now, if you don't use that emergency fund over Christmas, you could go and treat yourself if you wanted to. You could buy something in the sales with it as well, which would be a really good idea, or you can put it away for savings for next Christmas of 2027. I know you're all going to hate me for that, but there we go. And finally, number 14, start thinking about your Christmas traditions and what you want for your family. So we think about everything to do with Christmas and how we can make everybody happy, where everybody's got to be, at what time, who's taking who where, when am I going to get presents, when am I going to wrap? And it's just a very stressful time. But thinking about those little moments that you want either to yourself or with your family, those little Christmas traditions that you're like, this is our Christmas tradition of a family panto. Our Christmas tradition is that every Christmas Eve I take my son off to the cinema, or whatever it may be, making sure that you put those Christmas traditions in, because those actually are the most important things, because that's where the memories are made. Nobody remembers you rushing around and trying to do everything. All they remember is those little special moments that they had with mum or dad, or mum and dad, so that those are the memories, those are traditions that stay in place that everybody remembers and loves. So think about what traditions you already have and when you're going to be doing them, or is there any new traditions that you would like to start with your family? Start thinking about it. You don't have to make set in stone yet. Just start thinking about those traditions and those memories you would like to make with your family. So those are the things that you could be doing 4 months until Christmas. Again, you don't have to do any of it. Some of it might be relevant to you, some of it might not be relevant to you. Me making my own Christmas cards is not relevant to me. I am rubbish at crafts. It's not my forte. I've tried, I failed. I just accepted the fact that that's not something I'm very good at. But if you are someone that loves Christmas crafts and stuff, then maybe that section's for you. Take what works for you and then just ignore the rest, really. And if you like my Christmas planner, it's linked in the description box below. Again, I promise that's my final plug of this video. Doing those little tiny things in the little gaps that you have, rather than scroll on social media, start looking at different things for Christmas. It's actually going to save you time, it's going to save you money, and it's going to make Christmas a little bit stress-free for you so that you can actually enjoy the festive period with your family. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you'd like today's video, don't forget to hit that like button. As always, don't forget to share it with a friend so that they can get these little tips as well, and hopefully they can have a stress-free Christmas as well. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos from me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope whenever you're watching this, you're having a good morning, good day, or good evening, and I will see you on the next one. Bye guys.